Let's pivot here. Pick Six is brought to you by our great partners at BetMGM. Place your money line, prop, parlay, and same game parlay bets at BetMGM. Download the app today. Please gamble responsibly. So each week we're going to pick 6 games against the spread. And each week, Mark over there will have his Deuce Dog of the Week. That's going to make a great t-shirt. So one of Mark's picks will be the underdog that he thinks will outright win. We're going to start with the the Deuce Dog of the Week has sound effects. We're going to start with Coach. Number 10, Florida State, Georgia Tech, neutral site game, all the way in Dublin, Ireland. The Noles favored by 11.5. What do you see, Coach?
I see this as a great game. Georgia Tech has been kind of gone since Paula Johnson left. Now, Brent Key has brought him back, a former player. Excellent. I mean, had a heck of a year. He understands Georgia Tech, and by the way, they had the number 1 rush offense in the ACC. However, I'm going to say FSU covers the 11.5-point spread. I think Florida State, I just feel very strong about them. I think that coaching staff, that head coach in particular, what he's done, the recruiting base they have, I think they're going to have a great year this year. They're going to be a playoff contender, and they'll beat Georgia Tech by more than 11.5.
And they got this thing on their shoulder after getting snubbed last year.
Sure, he's using it too.
Oh, you bet he is. That ship is going to be massive. 18th ranked SMU, welcome to the ACC. They open up on the road in Reno at Nevada. SMU favored by 27.5. Folks, this is where we start the Stone for Heisman campaign. Quarterback Preston Stone among the top returners for the Mustangs. Nevada is in a total rebuild mode right now. I know it is a big line for the road team, but I think SMU is able to cover. North Carolina, Mac Brown, boy, they got a stud at tailback, Mark. They open up on the road in Minneapolis next Thursday, 8 Eastern. The Gophers favored by 2.5.
I'm going to go with the Tar Heels. I'm going to go with the baby blue, the Tar Heels. Mac Brown, Mac Brown holding it down. They lost Drake May, but they got Max Johnson, LSU, Texas A&M, formerly quarterback, so Max Johnson. But the guy who I'm paying attention to is the man who you mentioned, the running back, Omarion Hampton, 2023 All-American, Doak Walker finalist, and he is the real deal Holyfield. So with Omarion Hampton and the baby blue and Mac Daddy Brown, I'm going with him to cover the spread in Minnesota, dog.
The Big O might be the best tailback in college football this season. Coach, we go to you. North Dakota State at Colorado next Thursday. The Buffs and Coach Prime favored by 9.5.
Yeah, tough trip for North Dakota State. But before we do that, Mark in particular, I want you to watch this video. This was a hype video. I guess was released earlier. And I'm going to get your opinion after you watch this damn thing.
What you got for me, Coach?
Met her down at L.A. She said that she saw me walking in about a mile away. Bing just had to take her phone and I just took her smile away. She said I'm too drunk and crazy. She don't like the way I dance. I said you don't have to.
What in the world? That's on you, Mark.
I like the boom box.
I just don't know what we watched. Like, what was it?
I guess that's supposed to be a Morgan Wallen entrance. So
was it just like 5 dudes that said, "We gonna do this"?
We're gonna walk into an empty arena.
Yes,
I think it was so bad the school took it down, though, Rob. Someone told me the school took it down or something.
That's all right.
At least they tried, video for their season. North Dakota State, aren't they like?
Oh, they're elite.
Down and
Sorry, here's North Dakota State, Mark. They won 9 of the last 13 FCS national championships. They're real. They beat Iowa, Iowa State, Kansas State, Minnesota over the last few years. Coach Prime's aware. He made the comment that he's mad at his AD, that he thought it was going to be a soft game. It's not. I actually got North Dakota State going to cover this thing. Now, athletically, I went and watched them. They can't hang in there with Shedeur and Travis Hunter. They just can't. If I'm them, I'm going to play zone, keep the ball in front of you, try to control the line of scrimmage. I'm going to snap the ball with 2 seconds left every snap on offense, shorten the game, and find a way to keep that thing close in the fourth quarter. That's how I would do it, and they got a new coach. Pulasek's his name, Tim Pulasek. But that's a program with a great history, man. They put players in the NFL. They win. They know how to win, and it's a great culture. So I got them covered.
With that video, they not covering nothing.
Disregard
Don't judge
that video.
him on the video.
Delete.
Don't judge him on the video. By the way, a big noon road trip to North Dakota State.
And
sign me up. Yes,
I'm
please.
down because I've never been to any of the Dakotas.
Great program, man.
Oh, you've got to hit the Dakotas, man.
I need to hit the Dakotas.
Oh, it's beautiful. Pack the kids in the station wagon. You hit like those. Oh, man, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Trust me. All right, let's move on here. Temple at number 16, Oklahoma, next Friday. The Sooners, a 42.5-point favorite. How about this little tidbit? First Friday night home game ever at Owen Field. Temple, they have struggled lately, just 10 wins since 2020. Their defense is in a complete makeover mode. The story at Oklahoma, of course, new quarterback Dylan Gabriel gone. He goes out to the West Coast. Jackson Arnold, a former 5-star, is QB number 1. Oklahoma's going to win this, right? Like, that's not the question, but will they cover it? I just think the number's a little too big right now. I don't think Oklahoma covers that 42.5-point spread. And Mark, we finish with you. Two programs that have some ties to you. FAU at Michigan State next Friday. Sparty favored by 11.5.
Yeah, I live down here, Delray Beach. FAU is right there. Lane Kiffin, when he was there, he showed me love. I went and trained with the team, so I got love for FAU. But in my blood, I grew up, I had Michigan State bed sheets. I had green bed streets because my dad played at Michigan State. My grandpa played at Michigan State. My mom went to Michigan State. So Sparty dogs running my veins. You know what I mean? And Coach Jonathan Smith is his first year, and the Sparties have a great tradition and a great culture and a history of pride. And so they looking to bounce back, and I see it as an opportunity versus FAU week 1 to go ahead and show that the Sparty Dogs are back on the right track. I got them covering the spread in East Lansing. Sparty Dogs.
Coach, you're not feeling Sparty quite yet, are you?
No, not at all. And not when Mark D'Antonio, they were the best team in the Big Ten when I first got there. I thought they did the best job of recruiting like Kyle Whittingham, the 3-4-star guys, and making them NFL draft picks. However, and I love playing there. I mean, those are rugged fans. They share the same hatred of Ann Arbor that you have in Columbus. But what happened there in the last couple of years is beyond belief. At a great place like Michigan State, I think they got an excellent coach, but that's going to take a minute, Mark.
When you say a minute, what is a minute?
3 years.
3 years?
So you have FAU covering?
I don't know. When you have those big point spreads, I don't know. What's the point spread?
11.5. It's
11.5
touchdowns.
Yeah.
They're home, East Lansing. They cover.
I think
Sparty
they cover.
covers, if you ask me.
Light it.